suffer no be small. But say I get sense. Poverty no good at all. Now it make I join this business. For one night you don't be it's once again. Everybody be prayer. If anybody follow Mugu, my brother, I go chop back. National airport, National stadium, President, my sister, brother, we be the Mugu, I be the master. Oh, man, I go chop your dollar, I go take your money, disappear. For one time in the Betty, we the Mugu, I be the master. The refinery, the contract, now you white. But you won't pay me some more money, they can't bring up. We the Mugu, I be the master. When you go play wayo, they go say na you style. When countryman do Igbo, they know the shout. All I kill I die. Adewole Igbo Panelist. I say, I don't see them fire. That's why when they run enter my therapy, I go show them fire. National airport, National stadium, President, my sister, brother, you be the Mugu, I be the master. The refinery, the contract, now you white. But you won't pay me some more money than I bring up. You know, when I came here earlier for the sound check, I didn't check the sound because I didn't have any interest in checking any sound. I know the sound will come.
And there it is right there. You'll be Mugu and Nami be the master. So there's nothing that encaptures and enraptures the Nigerian narrative more than that. You'll be Mugu and maybe the master. So there it is. There's always pardon me. And by the way, that's the essence of the Nigerian relationship, by the way. It's a master-servant relationship. It's an overlord and a subservient sort of relationship. There's never a relationship of equals within the Nigerian paradigm. It's usually somebody has to be the Mugu and the other person the master. So you'll be the Mugu and Namid be the master, according to whoever that was singing that song. So there it is right there. So there it is right there. Here I am right here. A short little afternoon session, as we sometimes do. Maybe we do a bit more often now. A short little afternoon session just to focus on a particular storyline within the Nigerian paradigm. So a short little afternoon session, but the short little afternoon session is an overshoot from yesterday's session, still on the cusp, still on the trajectory of the Malam Nasir El-Rufai leaving the APC to join the SDP and the fallouts from that. So That will constitute probably the hub of storylines for the next few days to come until the story pivots or expands. So we're still within that sort of paradigm. We're still within that zeitgeist, that moment in time. The Malam Nasir El-Rufai leaving the APC to join the SDP. So the fallout of that is what we're especially going to be focusing on well, with this particular session. So on this particular session, the fallout of Malam Nasir El-Rufai leaving the APC to join the SDP is what we'll be focusing on this particular session. And the fallout that we'll be especially be focusing on is how that move impacts on the SDP. And if you are looking at how the move impacts on the SDP, you cannot go much further than the central focus of that SDP space, the person that has always held that space, that SDP narrative within the Nigerian zeitgeist, which is, of course, Prince Adewole Adebayo. So how has this move now impacted him? So he has now come out into the media space sometime today to expand, then to give his response to Malam Nasir El-Rufai joining his party. So we pick it up from here. But before we pick anything up from here, click on the like button. As I always ask, please do subscribe if you are not already subscribed. As I always ask, please do. If you want to come and join me on the screen, hyperlink says StreamYard. Please do as well. So like, share, subscribe. Click on the hyperlink that says StreamYard to come and join me on the screen. So the afternoon sessions will be essentially around reaction videos to something topical within the Nigerian paradigm. So the afternoon sessions will wrap around reacting to a particular news video. And the particular news video that we are reacting to in this particular session is this one. So we pick it up from here.
A former Kaduna State governor and founding member of the All Progressives Congress, Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai, has resigned from the ruling party, that's the APC, to join the Social Democratic Party. In a statement, El-Rufai expressed his disappointment with the APC's leadership, accusing the party of straying from the progressive ideals of its founding members. Well, he stated that he had raised concerns about the party's trajectory, both privately and publicly, over the past 2 years, but found no willingness among the current leadership to address the issues. Now, El-Rufai's resignation from the APC, effective immediately, was submitted to his ward in Kaduna State. He also announced his decision to join the SDP, describing it as the platform for his future political engagements. He called on his supporters.
And by the way, you know, sometimes I used to stream with my cameras on. Maybe I'll go back to streaming with my cameras on. When I actually started streaming, I used to stream from my front room. And when I used to stream from my front room, you could see the art, the artworks that I've collected right at the backdrop of where I'm streaming from. Now I stream in my conservatory, so all you really see is just glass. You either see the glass and then you see my garden. But the point I'm really making is the artwork that people collect, it tells you, or the artwork that people display, the photographs, the art, the backdrop decoration that people use to silhouette their presentation, it tells you a lot about the sort of character that person is. So what am I talking about? I am talking about, what's this? So what am I talking about? I'm talking about, hopefully you can see my cursor. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about this particular black and white photograph in the at the backdrop of Malam Nasir El-Rufai right there. That looks to me like the guy that said that the agenda of the Northerners is to dip the Quran into the sea. So that backdrop there, I think that was the Sardana of Sokoto that said that once upon a time. And there is his picture right there. So this black and white picture that you see to the far left of the backdrop of Malam Nasir El-Rufai is the guy that told us then that they are going to dip the Quran, which is their holy book, into the sea. So there are no seas in the north, as we know. The seas are to the south, the south-south region and the southwest region. So when they tell you that they're going to dip their holy book into the sea, that means that that's a conquistador sort of mission statement. That is an agenda then to conquer all the way to the sea lines. And that picture being displayed by Nasir El-Rufai right there, it tells you then the underpinnings of his political agenda. But we carry on.
And other concerned Nigerians to join him in the SDP.
Meanwhile, the Kaduna chapter of the All Progressives Congress says it will not lose sleep over the defection of the immediate past governor of the state, Nasir El-Rufai, to the Social Democratic Party. In a statement, its secretary, Yahya Pate, said the party remains unperturbed by the defection of the former governor. He says the APC is focused on delivering Kaduna State to President Bola Tinubu and Governor Uba Sani in 2027.
Right, let's cross live to Kaduna State and speak to Adewole Adebayo, who was the Social Democratic Party's presidential candidate in the 2023 elections. Good to have you on Newsnight tonight. First, let's get your reaction of the defection from the APC of a founding father of the APC to your party, the SDP, and how much, political capital really does.
And brace yourself, by the way, as we know from long established experiences with the prince, he never uses one word when they can find 10 words to express it. So it is long and winding. You ask him a simple question, and then he'll give you a thesis. So it feels like he has to show the fullness of his intelligence in everything that he says. So just brace yourself. They'll ask him a simple question, and it goes on this long and expanding, winding road rather than just get to the point.
El-Rufai bring to your party? Because some actually would describe him as a spent politician.
Well,
that question was actually answered within itself. Some persons would describe Nasir El-Rufai as a spent politician. And that is exactly right, actually, because this is the last hurrah that we'll be hearing from Nasir El-Rufai. After this little splash that is making within the media space now, it will ebb back and fade away into the background yet again, because like a lot of people have already said, and as you all already know, Nasir El-Rufai is quite a punchy speaker within the political paradigm, but he doesn't carry any political capital. He doesn't bring anything to the SDP apart from a punchy verbosity. Is verbose. I don't want to call him eloquent, because I don't especially think it's eloquent, but he's a punchy orator. He speaks with punch, and that is the beginning and the end of Nasir El-Rufai. That is all he contributes to the political landscape. It doesn't offer anything in terms of being able to bring any. It doesn't come with voters. There's no followership for Nasir El-Rufai. It doesn't have a political base. It doesn't have political capital. It doesn't have cachet. And all it contributes is being a punchy speaker. So as the lady rightly asks then, what is the threat of this guy who essentially is a political spent force?
Bring to your party? Because some actually would describe him as a spent politician.
Well, thank you very much, Ngozi. It's good to have Governor Nasir El-Rufai in the SDP. His coming to the SDP is not an accident, and we see him as a person of great talent. No matter your political disposition to him and to his politics, you cannot deny that he's one of the most talented Nigerians, one of the most hardworking public servants, and he's a person who's a go-getter, and he's patriotic, he loves the country, and he loves to serve the public. And that is what we are all about in the SDP. And I believe that his coming in is a positive development that allows us to distinguish our politics from the politics that runs away from people of talent, that tries to keep away people who have strong opinion, and a politics that does not allow for people of principles to disagree and still work together.
You know, one of the issues I have with Prince Adewole Adebayo is he intellectualizes politics a little bit too much. You know, it's almost like he's trying to, it's almost like some rich, I don't want to say rich spoiled kid, because I don't know if he's spoiled or not. It's almost like some rich kid just playing at politics to show off his skills. You know, politics in Nigeria and internationally, by the way, look at Donald Trump. Politics in its core essence, the essence of politics, the politics that impacts or and wins or even loses, is rougher politics. Politics is played in the gutters, not in some Oxford debate chambers. No, we don't want to know how much you speak English, how intellectual you are or you consider yourself to be. We want to see you rough and tumble it and then wrestle your opponent to the ground, or he wrestles you to the ground. But one of the issues with Prince Adewole Adebayo is that he intellectualizes politics a little bit too much.
So I think his coming in is good for us, and we would work very hard to see that more Nigerians of professional standing, more Nigerians who have some form of second addresses, people who do not see politics as a lifeline, who just come and serve, that many of them join the SDP.
Interesting. You wrote a welcome note, so to say, on X, on your X account this morning, welcoming him to the party, and you described former Governor Nasiru El-Rufai as worker for the people. However, a lot of people will react to say that he remains a very controversial and sometimes divisive figure in Nigerian politics. So how do you reconcile?
Two things. I hate when people pronounce the word. I hate when people pronounce the word divisive. I'm not sure if it's an Americanism or a Nigerianism, but divisive is divisive, not divisive. Croissant is croissant, not croissant. You know, just pronounce the words as the people who originated it pronounce it. Don't say divisive, it's divisive. Don't do that. And also, this woman's teeth, you know, they freak me out.
His past and your party's vision, do they really align? To say that he remains a very controversial and sometimes divisive figure in Nigerian politics. So how do you reconcile his past and your party's vision? Do they really align?
Yes, thank you. I had a temptation to use the word angel, but because no human being is an angel, I did not call him an angel. I call him a hardworking person. In politics, people must respect the truth. I must respect facts. When Barack Obama was running against John McCain for the US presidency, he did not deny that McCain was a great soldier, a war hero, and a patriot, even though they disagree on ideology. So it is not every aspect of El-Rufai's life, both in politics and out of politics, that agree with mine. But what I cannot deny him is the fact that in every public office where he has been given an opportunity to serve, he has actually served. In the wake of his service, there will be people who are not satisfied. If you work in BPE and you want to professionally operate in that place, you have to displease many people who like to make a telephone call and get things done without due process. If you want to sanitize the FCT, you will not be the best friend of those who bid on unauthorized plots or land speculators and all of that. And if you are governor of Kaduna State and you want to use big infrastructure from limited resources, you cannot be a friend of those who believe in the status quo or business as usual. He's a very strong character. Those who love him dearly, and those who don't agree with him tend to be very passionate about it. He happens to be someone that I've always liked. I like him. Doesn't mean that now that he has joined my party, we will not disagree next week, but I have a lot of abiding respect for him, and I like him, and he looks like a kindred spirit when it comes to intellectualizing the problems of the country. So it's a welcome person to the party. I do not want to know politics to the extent that I will see a great talent and I will hesitate to acknowledge that this is a great talent just because.
So two things. Prince, as you can see from the top right-hand corner, Prince Adewole Adebayo is in Kaduna State. Where my cursor is right there, it tells you where his location is. So that tells you that the politics is already afoot. He's already there to size Nasir El-Rufai up. But Nasir El-Rufai, he has somewhat of an intellectualized approach to politics. We've already just now discussed that Prince Adewole Adebayo, he intellectualizes politics a little bit too much. So is the SDP then in danger of becoming just a talking shop, a debating society where all these self-proclaimed intellectuals go to reminisce about how politics should be, rather than to be in the field to fight it with the gutter snipes?
I'm afraid of what the politics might be later. What I know that any country that has an El-Rufai needs more of an El-Rufai if we are going to get out of the doldrums. So I don't know everything he's done in APC. I've never been a member of APC or PDP. I've always been a member of the SDP. And now he's coming to my party. I welcome him, and many of our colleagues welcome him. And we've been working very hard in the background to make sure that he comes to the party with an open hand, and he gets used to our ideology. And we've been exchanging ideas. And I don't think what the SDP stands for is strange to him. It may not have been something.
You know, I give it 2 weeks. I give it 2 weeks because the sort of personality that El-Rufai is an eminently unlikable sort of a personality. That is who he is. He likes to override and straddle everywhere that he is. He wants to be the preeminent central focus, a bit like Donald Trump, actually. He's somewhat of a Donald Trump type character without the charisma. El-Rufai is one of those narcissistic sort of elements that wants to be central focus in any paradigm that he finds himself in. And within 2 weeks, he will start to hemorrhage that space and destroy that party.
That his previous political parties have been practicing, but it's something that when he looks at it, he knows that we are committed to it. And you know, El-Rufai is not a person driven by personal ambition. He's usually, from my experience of him, a person driven by purpose.
That's a total lie. El-Rufai is even he told us that the reason he has left the APC to join the SDP is entirely about self-interest. He told us very frontally, without equivocation, no ambiguity, that his personal political ambitions could not be satiated in the APC. He did not tell us that He didn't feel that the APC was not for the better good or the greater good of the Nigerian person or not. What he told us is that he's at odds with the way the APC is because they are not letting them puppet master, they're not letting him rather puppet master them, and therefore he wants to go to a space where he has to pull the strings. So it's entirely contrary, the direct opposite of what Prince Adebayo is saying. El-Rufai, by his own verbatim, is entirely about self-interest. Is moved from the APC to the PDP. So from the APC to the SDP. So Prince is being a bit economical with the truth there.
Previous political parties have been practicing, but it's something that when he looks at it, he knows that we are committed to it. And you know, El-Rufai is not a person driven by personal ambition. He's usually, from my experience of him, a person driven by
is not driven by personal ambition. What your back is after your boots, is after your position. In fact, it's going to overwhelm Prince very quickly.
Purpose, whether that purpose is for his own benefit or the benefit of another.
You know, with the thing with Prince Adebayo is, and I admire that somewhat. There's a bit of that in me as well. The narcissism that feels that no matter what anything, no matter what whoever brings to you, you can overcome it because you believe in your own instinctual innate capacity. So he believes that El-Rufai, some Aboki from the north, is certainly not going to outthink or outmaneuver him. So I have that sort of self-belief somewhat as well. But somewhat you have to infuse elements of realism into it because the sort of games that Nasir El-Rufai plays might be outside of the gentleman understanding that Prince Adebayo plays his own games.
That person, once he's committed to a purpose, El-Rufai does not look back. Maybe that's why some are.
You know, that's a self-contradicting statement right there. Once he commits to a purpose, El-Rufai does not look back. So El-Rufai has abandoned a party he said he co-founded because his own personal ambition was not satiated and hopped into a space that he shares no ideological alignment with. So that statement self-contradicts itself by the action of the protagonist that this person is speaking about.
G3, that their workhorse is no longer available to them. But for us, he's just an additional hand in the effort to rescue Nigeria.
Right.
We welcome more people of like-minded commitment to our national agenda.
All right. One wonders how much of like-mindedness, will happen. Is it going to be a marriage of convenience? Does this really have to do with alignments towards 2027? You yourself contested, for the presidential seat under the SDP. What role exactly will El-Rufai be playing in the SDP? Will he be going for the top, position, the top job? Is it going to be running for presidency? Is that what this is all about? What role will El-Rufai be playing?
Most of my role in the SDP is the role of a party member. On a daily basis, I speak for the party, I work with the party, I carry out party assignments. I believe that when you look at National Chairman Shehu Gabam, National Secretary Dr. Agunloye, and the rest of the NWC, State Executive, many people are in this SDP who don't have any political ambition at all, or who don't have ambition for any particular offices. Those are the heroes of the party. Thousands of men and women, youth, other people who don't aspire to any office. They just want to make the party succeed. Those are the people we are partnering with. I do not have any concern or doubt that Malam El-Rufai would come and be a good party man first. Whatever it pleases God to put in his mind.
I don't know where he's vesting that confidence. There's no antecedent, there's no backdrop of El-Rufai within the Nigerian political paradigm that indicates that he is happy to just be a functionary of any space. Even in the APC, as big and behemoth filled with alpha personalities as that space was, he still tried to override them. And we saw how he played it out in the, especially primaries when he was pushing Tinubu's interest. El-Rufai is not a shrinking violet that sits in the background. No, it's not an ornament that just ordains. You know, he's there. He's not there to take part. He's there to take over. I hope the prince is just speaking in some sort of polite language. I hope he knows better than he's speaking.
To seek for, or whatever it pleases the SDP to entrust him to do on our behalf, I have no doubt that he will do it well. What I know that is that he has seen how we work very hard. When he was in the APC, we don't like the APC. We admire him for his ability to work very hard wherever he finds himself. And I believe that the feeling is mutual. So if he comes now and settles down into the party, if there are places where he ought to aspire to, and he has no interest in aspiring to, we can encourage him to aspire to those places. And if there are aspirations that he has.
So that's the language of surrender right there. That is the language. I'm going to scroll it back about 10 seconds because you need to hear clearly then what the prince just said. That is the language of surrender right there. If there are spaces that he's not seeking to aspire to, we would encourage him to aspire to it. So that was the language of that Afin guy, whatever his name is, Apatu Tomi, when he surrendered the Labour Party tickets to Peter Obi. So that is Prince Adebayo Adewole right there, telling us frontally, without equivocation, that he is surrendering the SDP tickets to the Malam from Kaduna. So hear it in his own words. There he is. There's no equivocation. There's no ambiguity in what he's saying. There he is right there telling you frontally that he's surrendering his presidential ticket to the Aboki from Kaduna.
For his ability to work very hard wherever he finds himself. And I believe that the feeling is mutual. So if he comes now and settles down into the party, if there are places where he ought to aspire to, and he has no interest in aspiring to, we can encourage him to aspire to those places. And if there are aspirations that he has and that do not align with the interests of the party, he is patriotic enough to know. So he's not a person who is just running around looking for where to experiment his own ideas. He's a person who knows that Nigeria needs a very strong platform. We're a very diverse country. And the last two presidents we've had have not behaved as if Nigeria is a diverse country. And he looks at it and believes that we need to create a platform that first recognizes that we are diverse. We're diverse in the nature of the problems we have. We're also diverse in the various rainbow of ideas that we can use to heal the country. And what he's trying to do with us is to strengthen the platform, and any party.
You know what they call people like Prince Adewole Adebayo in the United States? They call people like this snake oil salesmen. Snake, S-A-S-N-A-K-E, snake oil salesman. It's a little bit too sleek, which is verbiage. It's a little bit too sleek. He always straddles that central inoffensive language, always speaking in nuance, never frontally. And at some point, you have to be politics is all about frontal and punch. These are, as there are elements missing in Shore, there are elements missing in Prince Adewole Adebayo as well. He just needs to take the gloves off and get dirty. This is just how politics has to be played.
That aspires to the leadership of Nigeria.
You know, I say that only because it's talking about the differences in Nigeria, the diversity and everything else. He spoke about how Buhari and Tinubu are managing their respective governments. And rather than him to say that, look, there's an ethnic jingoistic undercurrent to the way these two elements have and are administering the Nigerian state, he's trying to couch it in languages of niceties. And that language of nicety, it goes over the head of a good 80-90% of the audience, because the audience in Nigerians, they are very visceral sort of full front touch sort of political engagers. Let me put it that way. They understand politics in Nigeria in a full frontal, hands-on, touch my hand, feel my pulse sort of thing. They don't understand inferred meanings and nuance, which is the language that Prince Adewole Adebayo prefers.
Should not be so lily-livered that they cannot allow talented people, strong people to join it. That's a bad sign for somebody who aspires, like me, to the highest office in the land. If we don't recognize that strong people have to come in and come and work with us.
Great. So is it really about strong men or strong political parties? Because critics argue that in the Nigerian political space, it's not really about ideology, but big personalities, such as the way your party has openly welcomed former Governor Nasiru El-Rufai, and it's such a big deal for the SDP. So are you not foiling?
I'm trying to determine if this girl is pretty or not, and I'm not convinced that she is. You know, there's just something about her that's, you know, that freaks me out a little bit. You tell me if you think she's pretty in the comment section.
In that category of the political parties that Nigerians have been criticizing, that's all about big men. That's on the one hand. Secondly, you've been very vocal. You've been a vocal critic of the APC and the PDP. In fact, you refer to them in your welcome message to the former governor today as those who have presided over the low-cost years of Nigeria. Are you absolving former Governor Nasiru El-Rufai of those low-cost years because he's been in both political parties? And finally, is this about a third or a fourth force? Because some would say the SDP might not just have enough to wrestle power in 2027 from the APC, but what you are doing is to weaken the chances of other opposition parties. How do you respond to all of this?
And that's exactly the point right there. We discussed this yesterday, that this El-Rufai move to the SDP is a real boon, a real boon, B-O-O-N, a real boon for the Tinubu re-election, because yet again, it doesn't cut a slice of Tinubu. It takes nothing away from Tinubu, but he dilutes that opposition space still furthermore.
Okay, basically, number one, it's not about personality. It's about the ideology of the party. And the frenzy around Nasiru El-Rufai is more on the side of those who lost him than on the side of those who gained him. We didn't throw a party. We're happy to see him, but it's not as if we were all running a carnival right around town. It is the crying party, those who are shedding tears on the other side, that have created the frenzy. In our party, we have people like Solomon Dalun, who was you cannot say it's a small factor. We've had Mulika Adeola, former majority leader in the House of Representatives. We have Shehu Gabon, our national chairman, has been in politics in various categories over the years. There are many people. We have senators, past and present. So there are many leaders in the party already. And that does not minimize the fact that Governor El-Rufai is a good addition to our patriotic force. But the idea is that we are not looking around for big men. It is just that El-Rufai has big ideas. It's not just like a former governor. There are governors everywhere. But he has good ideas.
So, such as what? What single idea does Nasiru El-Rufai have to run a Muslim ticket and slaughter the Christian population? That is his antecedent in Kaduna State. So, what apart from that, what big idea? What are progressive ideology as Nasiru El-Rufai theorized to the Nigerian political paradigm to then tell us that he has any idea, never mind if they're big or small?
And he has a good record of hard work. And yes, it's true. We've had low-cost years, but he has been one of the few success stories. There's nobody who comes to FCT and will not see the landmark of El-Rufai. I think the history of FCT is before El-Rufai and after El-Rufai. And if you look at his work with the late Alhaji Zayed, his work with General Salami Abubakar during the transition, his work for the President Obasanjo in BP, his work for the President Obasanjo, not only in the FCT, in also running his cabinet and bringing talent on board. I'm not here to be a biographer of El-Rufai, but I recognize the fact that even in the darkest hours, there are some flickers of light there. I do not know how they do their politics in APC and the PDP where he was, but what I know is that there are many people in these political parties.
So
one
El-Rufai
man,
now,
one man.
It's coming to the end. Let me run it to the end, and then okay, come in actually, BT. Good
No,
to
just
see
a
you.
question. I'm like, when did Prince become the spokesperson for El-Rufai?
It's quite shocking, isn't it?
I'm a big fan of him. I'm stunned. I can't. Go ahead.
It's essentially pull my trousers down and bend over. He's pulled his trousers down and bent over and invited the Aboki in. But let's take the last few minutes and then we'll open it up.
Parties that are not doing well, that can actually do very well for the country. So when we are trying to create a new political platform, we are not saying that we are going to get our members from Mars or from outside Nigeria.
So
the change of mind is a sign that somebody is reflecting. And that's what we're trying to do. And then talking about alliance for 2027.
Prince Adewole Adebayo, well, if you ask the people of Kaduna, especially southern Kaduna, they may not agree with you, and maybe you conveniently left out his tenure as the governor of Kaduna State. But we'll have to leave it there. Prince Adewole Adebayo is former.
I'm in Kaduna now.
Yes. Very quickly, 30 seconds.
Listen to people who have been in southern Kaduna. There are a lot of people who are happy with him. There are some who may not be totally happy with him. I'm not saying that he came straight from heaven to join the SDP. What I'm saying is that we are happy to have him because he's a great talent.
Right.
And we can work.
That point has been made. Thank you very much, Prince Adewole.
Improve, and we too can improve.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and God bless Nigeria.
Amen.
So there it is right there. I'm not sure if the word because we admire the prince so greatly here. So I'm not quite sure if the word disappointment is necessary. But I'm not sure that I'm fully on board with how the prince is playing this. Prince Daddy came in first, but I think BT is quite eager because, of course, as much as I admire the Prince Adewole Adebayo, I think nobody admires him greater than BT. BT, what is your man playing at?
I mean, I'm speechless. I can't believe what I just saw. I mean, welcome him to the party. I get it, but don't dobale, prostrate, roll over, run out naked. I mean, what else? I mean, what is this? Is he campaigning for a position in the cabinet? That's what, it's like all I see now is El-Rufai, please make me minister when he become president. That's like he's campaigning for a post now. Am I wrong? Am I saying? Am I going too far?
Are we to conclude that he's essentially giving up that ticket to El-Rufai?
It sounds defeated.
Until a bigger fish comes in still.
It sounds. Look at his body language. Come on. Have you ever seen him like this before?
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
It looks defeated. So I honestly don't know. But let Prince go first because he came in first. So Prince, you can go ahead. I'll come
all right, Prince Daddy, do you have any thoughts on your fellow Prince acting like a pauper on television? Prince Daddy.
Yeah, hello, one man. Good morning.
Good day to you.
BT, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Prestige is here as well. Good day to you, Prestige, as well.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Prestige. Yeah, it sounds like a fanboy. I don't know what, I mean, it's, this is typical of Prince Adebayo, quite frankly, the way he talks. It's not like this alpha male, go get it kind of a person. It's nice to welcome El-Rufai to the SDP party, but all this lofty, long-winded, expressions about him, I don't understand. I don't know. It's the prince. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed. I mean, it's always what do you call it? It's always magnanimous in his nature. I mean, that's his nature. I mean, he's a smart man. Is someone we need in Nigeria, to maybe handle a kind of a ministry. it can do great. But when it comes to the political terrain of Nigeria, it's we all know it's a very, you know, treacherous terrain. They don't play around. Come on, Tinubu, Atiku, those guys don't play around. And that's why it appears that when we recycle these leaders, there's a pattern behind it because these people don't play. They know how to play the politics. Okay, and El-Rufai himself is treacherous himself, but I don't. But is not that political juggernaut that you think he is, or people claim that he may be. I don't think so. What is the El-Rufai's political capital? I don't think he has any, quite frankly. Is loud mouth. It can be aggressive, and it's going to go there and dominate the SDP. There's no doubt. It's going to do that, and it's going to sideline Prince Adewole. Of course, if Adewole wants to be a VP to him, then he can go ahead and be one. But we all know El-Rufai, and I like El-Rufai actually. I like his personality, like in your face, that kind of a personality. He goes out there, says whatever he wants to say, and he does whatever he wants to do. But one thing I've learned, is if you don't know something, then you learn along the way. Like Shura, for example, when he came on board, about 8, 10 years ago, I kind of I listened to Shura, okay, trying to learn how the political system works in Nigeria. But it appears that Shura himself, he has no clue. That guy has no clue about Nigeria at all. Okay, the way he played his politics, maybe think he can just bamboozle people or try to ram his ideas that he may have into the
No,
minds of the
Prince,
people.
Prince. So what is still stuck in you like in '92? He never left school.
Well, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
point here. But yeah, but one might, yeah, I can't remember the guest you had on the show. I think maybe Prince Adewale. I can't remember. And you had a guest on the show and told us. I think maybe that and told us how politics works in Nigeria. And at the end of the day, and one of the panelists may have said that also. At the end of the day, a candidate like Tinubu may perform poorly, as people claim he is right now, and still come out and win the next election. Why? Because Nigerian election is um, greatly structural based. There's no doubt about that. Yesterday, somebody was talking about the obedience they're complaining about the INEC, right? Okay, but they have no qualms about their own agents at this polling unit that got bought off by these other big deep pocket people, and that's how the politics works. Um, so Nigerian politics is about structure. It's about you can have an average candidate, but if the structure is intact and formidable with a lot of money behind it, you can go far. There's no doubt about it, and that's why Atiku always emerging in his party, but never winning though. Um, though I think I heard somebody yesterday talk about the two political forces in Nigeria are Atiku and Tinubu. Maybe so, but it shows that Atiku is just a poor strategist to the core. Atiku is embarrassing as a politician that has a lot of resources and wealth, but it miscalculates. It appears at every turn. It's so pathetic, and that's why Tinubu single-handedly is the superior politician in Nigeria, perhaps ever, maybe more so than MLK and other people actually, because he wasn't given any real chance. He came out and he played his politics at the highest level, playing chess, and these guys were playing checkers. That's what it looked like. So Atiku, I don't respect him as a politician. He's just got a lot of money. He can't strategize. He's so poor. It's terrible. El-Rufai is just a talker. I just keep thinking, who's going to vote for El-Rufai? Of course, I vote for Northerners, their own person. But other than that, what appeal does El-Rufai has in this political landscape? I don't see much. But Tinubu is the true politician. Man, when I said I wish he writes a book. I think Colette said he's written a book before. But I want him to write a book about this election, that he won, that his party was against him, and every other apparatus in the system was against Tinubu, and this guy still emerged. He's the master politician. He's a master stroke. He's the best, absolutely. And I mean, and he's doing it at his age. Is doing it big time. To wrap it up, Prince Adewale, I like Prince a lot. I would vote for him, but it's not meant for the Nigerian space. Politics in today's world is vicious everywhere. It's in America, everywhere. Politics is vicious. Prince Adewale may not be the guy for politics. He's
Prince,
like a
Prince,
administrator.
Prince,
Yeah.
can I be honest with me? How long do you think it will take before our fellow Prince Adewale sidelines in the party? I mean, I know it's gonna happen.
2 weeks.
So why doesn't he see it come? I mean, you know what I'm talking about. 1 month.
It's easy coming, but there's an inevitability to it. It cannot stop El-Rufai from joining the party. And he knows that if El-Rufai joins that party, he's not coming to that party to subordinate himself to him. So it's there to, it's not, like I said, it's not there to take part, it's there to take over. And we will see now if there's any fight in the Prince at all. Over the next few weeks, we'll see if there's any fighting in my
No, it's not even if I'm worried about. It's what comes with him. It is the friends and the political action that will come into the SDP that will change the nature of the party entirely. So the question is, if Adewale believes in what he's been telling us for years on this show, will he stay in the SDP? Will he remain in that party? It's clearly going to be sidelined. But will he fight like he said? I don't think so. I don't think he has the political
Prince, because the reasons that El-Rufai adduced for leaving rather the APC to join the SDP, the reasons he adduced will be things that Prince Adewale will have to contend with very, very soon.
Can you bring him on the show, one man, please? We need him back on.
No, I want to give it a few weeks to settle before I invite him in to see how the space evolves. But I'll send him a note actually today to say, look, Prince, maybe in the next 2 weeks can you come on? But no, all these reasons that there's an ideological chasm between I and the party, which is irreconcilable. That is why I've left the APC. So those ideological chasms, when El-Rufai brings his politics to the SDP, those ideological chasms will open for Prince Adewole Adebayo as well. So what then does he do? That's the question.
Absolutely.
Or it's gonna be swept away. I mean, the Prince.
It's going to be carrying El-Rufai's bags, isn't it? Oh, God.
Well, it's going to acquiesce, no doubt about that. It's not a fighter like that. It does. It is a. I mean, and I respect him a lot because he humbles. Is a humble man. He carries himself in a different manner in the political space, and he's not going to get into the gutter, ruffle with El-Rufai and all. He's not going to do that. He's just going to do his own thing. And El-Rufai may actually just emerge and just, without any, blemish, going through the primaries or whatever. And that's what's going to happen. But maybe El-Rufai is trying to, repeat our obese playbook with the Labour Party. That's why I went to the SDP. Yeah, because even how many votes did the SDP garner in the last election? How many votes? They didn't get that many.
I think they did even worse than Shore, which is saying something.
No, actually, no. To be fair to the party, they won some seats though. They won some House of Rep seats. I think they have a senator as well, and they won a lot of local government council seats in the north. So
yeah,
in some areas they're very formidable. We can. Okay, so okay. But you can't compare them to
anybody can form a party. I've got whatever. You can form a party in the state, in the locality, and win whatever position or candidacy in that area. You can do that. SDP has been around for quite a while, but on the national stage, the impact is minuscule. It's just non-existent. I mean, they can win seats, but it's non-existent. We know that they don't have that structure. So is El-Rufai bringing the money to come build that structure for the next election?
Yeah, but Prince, why? See, this is why I like the Nigerian media. When Prince kept saying that they align politically, the ideology, why didn't they press him on his specifics, woman? Like, tell us one thing that you believe that you.
Thank you, BT. I heard that clearly. Also, I was winning. what the ideology was that El-Rufai. I was thinking, I don't even know SDP's ideology. Maybe I know Prince Adewole's personality.
Yeah, no. They're a socialist party, like since the MK was social. It's a socialist democratic. That's pretty much what it is. They are socialist, like this.
Yeah.
They believe in free market, but more of government controlled, government influenced, government support to small scale businesses and the middle class. That's what the party is about. So how does El-Rufai align with that? I've never heard him talk about that before. I mean, not to that level, like the way Prince Adewole talks about it on your show, one man.
Right.
So why did the media press him?
BT.
Yeah.
That's what he said on a one man show. All those nice things, but because SDP, I mean, it's many Nigerians. I don't think it's well known. But if we talk about the big two, APC and PDP, what is their political ideology? I don't think it's existing. I mean, the Prince is able to articulate the SDP's position from his own perspective, what the party stands for.
Can I do one more thing? Can I just ask you a question? Sorry.
Yes, actually, let's move the floor to you. Actually, it's BT. I think Prince Daddy may, or let's Prince Daddy.
I'm just engaging. I'm not really because
yes, and Prestige and Joe can engage as well. Just so nobody feels that. Yeah, carry on.
If you were like an advisor to Adewole, like a PA or something, what would be your advice to him?
My advice would be that language that is just used now. I would say we welcome Nasir El-Rufai to the political landscape, and we are glad that he has finally reached that epiphany to come to the realization he's coming into this party where we do things like this. So you paint the language that he has to still come in and prove himself, rather than the language of surrender that the Prince was using.
No. I'm saying beyond that, when it's sidelined, because it's going to happen.
Yes.
Does he leave what would you advise him to do? Because
he can't leave now. He can't leave because he's one of those people who like to pride himself that is ideologically driven and he aligns ideologically with the space that he's in. So it will put up a little bit of a tepid fight. El-Rufai will quickly overwhelm him, and then he'll become just like a foot soldier within that party, rather than it will Omar Dobale.
So Omar, think about this. They overwhelm you, but you will still be forced to support them, even though everybody knows you're against. I mean, how does that help him his political career? How does that help him?
Well, it will end his political career if he's not careful. Sorry, carry on, Prince.
Yeah, let other people come in. I was going to say to BT's question, well, see, that's why people like me like Trump. He should have taken it the first salvo against El-Rufai by calling him name, and deride him as he comes into the party to establish your position as the alpha dog in that party. It's a human thing. It's an animal instinct thing. One man. I think we all know that in the gorilla kingdom or the monkey kingdom, lion kingdom, the alpha male does establish himself to let everybody else knows in the group that he is the man, and it works so too in the corporate world and in the politics and everything else. If you want to just play this straddling here and there, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Now, you should have just taken a shot at El-Rufai, say, hey, obviously, you didn't succeed in APC. I mean, something like that would excite me to say, hey, this guy is ready to battle. But just like I think we all know, I think he's going to acquiesce and just let it be, and that's it. But finally, one man, to what you said earlier regarding the word croissant, are you talking about the pastry? Is that what you're talking about? What are you talking about?
Yes, people actually call it croissant. Even here, which annoys me somewhat. It's a French bread now. It's called croissant, not croissant. Yeah, so sorry, that's just me being silly. Yes.
And the word divisive or divisive, either way can be pronounced.
Good morning.
Yeah, I hate it when they say divisive. It's an Americanism, isn't it?
Good morning, everybody.
Okay.
Can I
And
come
like
in?
I said, you know, I tend to be silly sometimes. Yeah, good to see you, Prestige.
Yeah, good morning. I just want to make a cameo appearance. I think I have a conference in about 7 o'clock. Yeah, but anyway, greeting everybody. Baba T, Prince Daddy, I have not seen you in a while. I think the next person is you. But anyway, having said that, so let the politics begin. I think that's where we are right now. If I have a comment to make, we regard Tinubu as an enigma, you know. So he probably has taught El-Rufai the politics of one Nigeria. That's where we are right now. But I think people are missing the bigger picture of what's actually happening right now. From what I've been reading, it's bigger than just El-Rufai, Johnny SDP. I know El-Rufai probably doesn't have, you know, that much of political capital, you know, that may be, but we know, you know, that he can speak pretty good when it comes to politics of Nigeria, you know. So what I'm hearing is going to be an alliance, not just El-Rufai or SDP. They may have to have that may be the platform they may have to go, or they may have to use another party. It's going to be the, you know, Atiku faction of PDP. Labor, well, there's nothing like Labour Party. Obi coming in there, and some other people in there. Even this guy, the former Attorney General, you know, the one you say has all the whole money. So he's in there too. Just look at what's going on. It's like North and South alliance forming right now. So nobody knows what's gonna happen.
You
Of
know,
course.
no, Prestige, don't go, don't say
I
too
mean,
far.
this is what I'm reading. I'm just
No, I'm not. No. Just a quick question.
yeah.
So this alliance, who is at the top of the ticket? That's what it boils
Okay,
down to.
let me tell you what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Nothing is certain. According to what I have, they say that Atiku doesn't want to give up. You know, he wants to be the flag bearer, but they are trying to persuade him to let Obi be. Then El-Rufai will be with the vice. You know, if you look at what even El-Rufai's son has already tweeted today, he said, after all, Obi is not bad. He said, we are being deceived. We are being lied that Obi is a bad person. Now, and for Obi, go and look at what he tweeted. Look at what's going on in the north. Even some obedience visited the emir of Kano today. So it's a lot happening in that space. I'm not saying they're going to beat Tinubu. Tinubu is a master, you know, craft when it comes to that, and he's the incumbent. So he has the whole structure, you know. But it's good. It's not going to be easy, okay? If actually they actualize what they're trying to do right now. So it's not about El-Rufai being there or whatever. It's about what may come, you know. So I mean, that's the way I see the whole thing. So everything is just, you know, it's on a developmental stage right now. You don't expect El-Rufai to say, I'm going to join SBT, you know, and become the president or vice president. He's going to make an impact, you know. B is going to be on one side. Atiku is going to be on one side. I mean, they're just handing it easily to Tinubu. I'm not saying Tinubu is not going to win. I mean, Tinubu is still, you know, the front runner. You know, he's an incumbent. So, but if they form alliance, it's gonna be something to talk about. So we see what happens. I just want to make that comment from what I've been seeing in the Nigerian space, you know, particularly the Northerners, you know, the way they are feeling. Even at all, El-Rufai doesn't have that much political capital. We know how they are. So the way they think about Tinubu right now. So of course Tinubu has some, you know, leverage in that part, but it's not as he was before. So let's just say, because I'm not going to be say I hear what man was saying, that, you know, he's going to dissipate, you know, in a week or whatever. One man, not so fast, okay? You don't know. I mean, that's your opinion. It's all good, but nothing is unequivocal the way, you know, political space is in Nigeria right now. So we're going to come here and we're going to enjoy it. I just want to make my comment on that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but prestige.
Yeah.
To the question I raised earlier, if what you're saying is true, that everybody will now come into the SDP, all this alliance, what happens to the political future of Adebayo? Then it's done. Then it's
Well,
over.
they're not just saying that may be the platform they may use, or they will form, all of them will form a different, you know.
But no, I'm saying that he cannot support them because he's been against them. His own belief doesn't like all this. So
Baba T, do
can't
you
expect him
trust
to.
anybody in Nigeria? I know
No,
that's their guy. You
I
don't.
don't trust him. But no, I'm saying that for
Uh-huh.
years on this platform,
Right.
he's been against all these people, be all these guys. So if they form an alliance with the same people, I want him to come on this show and explain to us
Come on, please. What do you want us to do? Money anyone, you need to bring the guy here. You need to bring whatever you can do, please. We need to talk to
He
him.
has to come and explain to me and you guys
Particular Babati now,
himself.
but we need to talk to him, man. We need to. It's gonna be very interesting. Hopefully, he show up anyway. I know how to feel Babati because that's their guy right from the beginning, even before Tinubu coming. So I can understand how you feel. But hey, politics in Nigeria, no enemy. Okay, that's the way I see it. But yeah,
But it's even
Hello,
bad.
hello everybody. Can I just tell you something quickly? Hello everyone.
Can you fix your mic, please?
Fix your mic, please. Yeah, go ahead, Babati.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying is okay. Even if you're gonna align with them, there should be something in there for you, like a slice in the pie.
Yeah, they're probably gonna give him something.
No, but I don't see them giving him anything. Is what I'm saying. They wouldn't even give him anything. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know now. Go ahead, Joel.
Good morning, everybody. Nice to be here on a one-man show.
Joel of Nashville here on the one-man show.
Yeah, I mean, this is morning, so I'm taking it differently today. Well, let me just go ahead. Good morning, everybody. Afternoon, evening. Well, you just took me off my floor.
Yeah, why are you laughing, Joel? Yeah, why are you laughing?
No, I am laughing because it's about to hit Tinubu in a very hard way.
Oh, okay.
It's a potent move, like I said yesterday. And Adebayo is a great guy. But I think he understands that what is cooking right now is far bigger than him. It's far bigger than anyone that is coming up. I did phone a beg. Yeah. So the issue is this. El-Rufai going to SDP. Just like Prestige said, I read that tweet by El-Rufai's song. So one man, it clearly shows that there is a division within the APC. Some people will be moving, and Tinubu will have a hard time in the core north. If Atiku supports, if Atiku does not run, that's the premise of all of this. If Atiku does not run and decide to pitch his tent with what is cooking right now, one man is going to be very, very hard. Because with OB, you guarantee the southern vote. With OB, at least you can get a huge chunk of the southern votes. Then with whatever they're going to do between Atiku and El-Rufai, then at least some part of the north will be guaranteed. It's going to be a hard one. It's going to be a hard one to crack. Adewole will be given a post, maybe a ministerial post.
Guys, are we talking about a 3-party or 4-party next election?
We don't know yet, but what you're seeing right now is SDP.
Four.
Can I
you guys just make it so easy for Tinubu then.
APC, OB, and Labour Party, because I'm not going to say, Labour Party is not a no. OB and Labour Party.
Sorry, Joel. But that's not what we're looking at. We're not looking at OB and Labour Party. We're looking at OB in SDP.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm talking about the coalition.
No,
I'm talking about we form the coalition.
But what Labour Party are you talking about? There's no Labour Party. They are dysfunction. What are you talking about?
See, they might be dysfunctional. But in OB,
that was a test to OB's leadership.
No, it doesn't attest to OB's leadership. The thing there is this, right?
Or lack thereof.
It's okay. Whatever thing you want to, whatever way you want to put it that way. But what I know is this, right? I think it's going to be an OB El-Rufai ticket with the way it is going right now. there was something El-Rufai's son said. He said he is coming. Like he was so sure that Obi is coming. So I want to see that coalition come together.
Sorry,
No,
Joe. That's not a grand reveal. Oh, everybody knows Obi is going to SDP. So the ticket is going to
Okay,
be
so
Obi El-Rufai, and then
okay.
PDP, some northerner, and then maybe some southeasterner, and then Tinubu. So it's still going to be 2023.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, Joel, but I thought these guys had learned a lesson. I thought the goal here is to consolidate and have only two parties. We all know the reason why Tinubu won that last election was because of the three-way system. That helped Tinubu a lot. I thought they got the gist that, hey, let's consolidate under one party, Atiku, Obi, El-Rufai, then we
But
go
that's what they're
against
doing.
Tinubu's APC.
That's what
But
they're
Prince
doing.
Daddy, remember there are two factions of PDP. I mean, week one, they're not going to join with Atiku. So that's what you have to understand.
That's what I'm
So you know,
telling you. That
But
it's going to be
I
the
know,
Atiku
but
faction. It's going to be the Atiku faction, the Peter Obi. At least these two core blocks. If forget about what party we are talking about. After all, where was LP in the last election? Before the last election, where was SDP?
nowhere.
How many votes did Prince get in the last election? So let's be real.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you can only have two main formidable parties. That's my point here. If you're going to continue on a three-party or three-prong system, then at the end of the day, this bodes well for Tinubu. There's no doubt about it. It just makes it much easier. So if Obi goes to SDP, makes SDP strong, PDP is always going to be there. Okay, and Tinubu pretty much got PDP under lock. Is got them tied down with
but Prince Daddy, what PDP are you talking about? What faction of PDP? Is it the wicked PDP or Atiku? Atiku still command majority of the PDP. I mean, we can just say a small fraction, So it depends
no.
on. I mean,
It commands,
that's the way I
but
see it. I don't know.
it commands, but PDP as a political juggernaut is now weak. It's a weak party. We know that.
Yeah,
Let's not
definitely.
deceive ourselves.
PDP is nothing, but
But because it's nothing, it has become a tool for Tinubu and Wiki to use as a formidable second party in line. Nobody's gonna believe if SDP is cheated or sidelined in whatever way in the system. Nobody's gonna be jumping up and down that SDP, El-Rufai and Peter. No. Nobody's gonna lose sleep over
Prince
that.
Daddy, it's just a perception. The permutation we are seeing right now, we don't know whether it's actually going to be actualized. But if it is actualized, then it's going to be a rare, good political season to
Well, Prestige, that's what I was
2027.
asking.
Because we
Is it gonna
thought
be
it was going to be Tinubu walkover. It may not be so easy. I'm not saying it. If I have to bet, Tinubu is going to be
So,
going to win it.
Prestige,
But,
we all can establish right now that Peter B is a formidable
And
entity
Madam
as a
President,
person in
I
the
I
system.
mean,
disagree.
you can call him what
Is
you
anyone
want,
hearing me?
but the guy still
No,
has some
but hold
political
on.
capital.
Peter B is formidable person in the system as an entity. Peter B's brand, let's put it that way, his brand is formidable, right? So whichever party goes to it, Labour or SDP, is going to be a strong showing. Bang. There's no doubt about that. Stronger than El-Rufai in every way possible. There's no doubt about that.
But
There's
hold on. I mean, Obi alone, even with the obedience, it's not going to be able to challenge Tinubu. You need a very formidable coalition to challenge Tinubu. Tinubu is a juggernaut, so let's not just miss word. He has all the apparatus, all the everything to win. So it has to be a formidable
Well,
group of people.
but formidable doesn't mean you're gonna win. I know Obi cannot win with. I mean, we saw what happened in the last election. Though he did very well against PDP, but formidable doesn't mean he's gonna win. Look at Shore and SDP. They both had less than 1 million votes altogether. I mean, that's what. But Peter Obi was able to garner millions of votes, so he is formidable. He's not gonna. I'm not saying he's gonna win, but is a powerhouse. There's no doubt about that. So if you have Peter Obi there, then you have Atiku still right there, and there goes this El-Rufai guy. So you're gonna have 4 parties, strong parties, in the next election.
But that's not what is brewing right now. That's not what we are hearing. I mean, that's what we are saying. It might be one formidable party to challenge APC, I mean, with the
Nah,
coalition
nah.
of
So
four, with the
where do you
coalition of four
relegate? Where
parties.
do you relegate PDP then? What happens to PDP? You're gonna
Yeah,
just
it may not
vanish?
be PDP. It's going. I mean, Wike doesn't have any. What does Wike have? I mean, the whole PDP may join. You know, look at and the former Attorney General. All of them right now, from what I'm hearing, it's just a speculation
No.
right now.
See, Prestige, PDP
But
has a
they
strong
have people
structure
to
in that
bankroll. They
country.
have people. Hold on. They have people to bankroll whatever party they're going to form. Look at the people that's there. Even big Northerners. Even what's his name? The Emir of Kani. Did you hear what he tweeted today about OBQ? You know, coming. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. I'm not. I don't have any
Nah,
big back of what
listen,
I'm saying.
everybody's excited. It's all no. It's people are just excited. There's nothing
It
to
could
it.
be Prince
There's
that
nothing to it.
it could be just an excitement for nothing.
PDP has become the biggest asset for Tinubu. PDP has become the biggest asset for Tinubu to use in the next election. PDP has as strong as a structure as APC does. So there's no way you can just discount PDP as a non-existent party. It doesn't matter if
Prince Daddy,
It's going to be very interesting. That's what I'm going to say.
Prince Daddy, it's not going to
Can I
be
just say something real quick?
PDP, right?
Can we hear from the other
It's a
guy?
big
What's
party.
his name? The other guy that want to speak, please. What's his name?
Let me just round up. He will come in. Let me just round up, okay? PDP, right, is going to be part of this coalition. That's the point. We are not talking about 3, 4, 5 parties running against APC. No. We are saying that they're going to run as a unit. Whatever coalition they're going to have, they
are you
going
saying
to run
PDP
as
are
a
not
unit.
going to run it? Sorry, Joel. Are you saying PDP are not going to run a candidate in 2027?
Yes.
Yeah.
If Atiku does not run, that's what I'm saying. If they're going to be, if they are part of, I mean, it's going to be so obvious. If Obi goes to SDP, assuming without considering that he goes to SDP, Atiku's faction goes to SDP, what is left? What is left? So, one man, this is the issue. My thing is this, right? Let us look at it as something good. It's going to be good for the media. It's going to be good for us too to have something to talk about. But most importantly, the Nigerian people, it's going to be good for them. This Adewole guy is a nice guy. He's very intellectual. He can be a minister. Somebody is saying what is going to happen to Adewole. Adewole, how many people did he get in the last election?
Okay,
It
can I
should
just,
be
Dami,
happy
please?
that
Please,
such a coalition is coming to his party. Labour Party had it last election, but they misused it. They couldn't manage it. Thank you.
One man. Can I speak just a little?
Yeah.
Go
Carry
ahead.
on,
Go
Kenny.
ahead.
Good to have you.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much. Yeah. Let me say this. There's no any good news in this one. Yeah. That's one thing everyone is forgotten, and I believe Joel is very happy about this. If APC if they don't lose any of their governor, this coalition is going nowhere. APC must lose maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their state governor before you guys can start jubilating that the coalition is going anywhere. Without that, it's they're just labor in vain. You know what I mean? So you guys need to look at this in this perspective. If APC continue keeping their state governors and they keep winning more states, you understand? They go nowhere. Obi can join with article with whoever they want to join with, they will not succeed, and they're going to fail. But if APC lose 4, 5, 6 of their state governor, believe me, the coalition will work. So this is not the time for you guys to be jubilating, especially Joel. You'll be happy since yesterday. This is not time for you to. They need to sit tight and make sure APC lose their governors. You understand? That's the thing. I mean, that's it for me.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
In the last election, how many states were controlled by APC?
They have most of the states, and now they're still winning more.
So in all those states, did APC win all those states?
No.
In the last election?
No. They don't need to win all the states. See, Tinubu is.
I'm asking you. No. You came up with the governors, right? And I'm asking you a question. Did they win all the states that they had governors in the last election?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. It's not about the illicit. We need the states. It's about the coalition that that they're planning. And I'm saying to you that if APC keep their state governors, you understand, the coalition will not work. Who's El-Rufai? El-Rufai has no stake in the state anymore.
But
You're talking about his son. Yeah.
Kenny,
You're not
you make it
being
sound like
objective.
the assertion that you just stated that like if APC, if APC is going to lose, their governor has to defect. I mean, that's what you're saying. That's the
Yeah,
only
the
way.
governor, no, the state, the APC governor has to be in this coalition. That's what I'm saying to you. APC has to
Right,
be
that's what he's
destroyed by
saying. So
that.
that's not a guarantee. Even I thought they don't defect or whatever, it's not a guarantee that because they still remain with APC. That's going to
They're still going to
guarantee them the
win. That's the
presidency.
No,
thing.
no, no, no. This is my point. If they lose their governors, the coalition have at least 60-70% chance of taking the country from APC. But if just try and understand what I'm saying. But you know what I mean. But if APC keep what they have now and they're still winning on, don't forget the last 2019 they don't have Edo states. Now they have Edo states. You understand? They keep adding more states to their to their covers. So that's the plan. And moreover, there's some areas.
My brother, I will still tell you this, right? In the next election, Obi will still win Edo State. If Obi is on the ticket, Obi will win Edo State.
No. I don't believe that. The reason why Obi, the crowd and the number that Obi has last time, he will not have it this time because last time.
You don't know. You don't know. This is
let me tell you, let me finish. Wait. Listen, let me finish. Wait now.
You don't know.
Let me finish. A Muslim will not be there anymore for him to use as a campaign. Nobody will listen to that anymore. That Muslim, they're going to use a Christian take by your church, daddy. That will not work for him anymore. And people eyes are open.
You don't know.
I know that for sure. I know that because my mom fought for Obi because of that. But now she's not there anymore. Don't tell me. I know what I'm talking about, my brother.
We are past that stage. We are not.
My mom fought for Obi in Ibadan.
Anything about your mom or whatever. You can't make such an.
No. I'm telling you, it's 1%. It's 1%.
You can only say this is my opinion.
I'm telling you about my own, what I know, and that's the mindset of about people, and that's the mindset of our people.
That does not mean
Gentlemen, let's calm down a little bit, please. Let's not talk over each other. I beg, please.
Yeah, I'm not saying, thank you. I'm just saying that what Obi has last time, he will not have that number anymore because my mother fought for Obi because he's a Christian. And this time our house are open. She told me yesterday that no, she's not going to do anymore.
Your mother is just one person. You don't know.
Yes, other people think that way. I'm telling you. Other people think the same way. Other people think the same way.
Hold on. Let's have one voice like BT said. But it's not just one person. It's a sample. Kenny's mom is a sample, not just one person.
That's something, but that's a good the 30 woman. That's the mindset of people right now. A lot of people. At least I can tell you. If Obi has maybe 100% out of 100% because of Muslim, now he has lost 60% of them. That's the fact. So if
where did you get that statistic from? That he has lost 60%.
Go to the streets. I just came back from Nigeria, my brother.
Okay. You just come here to blah blah blah.
That's up to you, but that's the fact. So as for Mr. Adewole needs to leave the party. Otherwise, you know what I mean. It just need to leave them and go and join a party. Actually, he should come to APC. He has chance there. That's the truth. So he should not waste his money. He's been struggling all this while spending money to build that party. Now they're all going there. So that's what I have to say. For me,
it makes him prominent. Where is he today? Today he's not in any form of any power. He's just there. You're a politician. You're relevant when you're in power. You are as relevant when you're in power. Listen, my brother, listen, okay. Can I just land? Let me land. Adewole is a great guy. He needs to build his portfolio. Right? I mean, nobody was thinking that Adewole was going to win the next election. If he decides to run in any other platform in 2027, he's not going to make any headway. So why not, show working? I mean, this is the same thing we had with Sowore. Sowore is a private sector dude. You've not held any political position. Okay, Go and run for a local government chairman. Sowore said no. Every day he's on the internet. If he's driving and the policeman stops him, that's the kind of thing he wants to be doing. It's okay for him. But that does not make you an astute politician. So for Adewole is a good guy, but we've not seen him do anything except for the private sector or the things that he told us. So if this move goes well, hopefully he gets a political position.
Oh,
He gets
yeah,
a ministerial
good points, Joel.
position,
That's true.
and he shows us what he can do. Then when tomorrow, because if it's in the SDP and the obedience and every other person moves in there, the obedience is about those that have the intellectual capacity to do the job. He sounds so believable. So his time is going to come. He mustn't be the president to show what he can do. He could be in other capacities, and he's going to get it. That I know for sure.
Sorry, Kenny. Let's bring Femi in so that all voices are heard. Femi, if you're ready for us, Femi. Okay, I don't think Femi is quite ready. Sorry, carry on, Kenny.
Hello.
Anyone there? Oh, Femi is there.
Oh, yes. See, one man, as for me, I feel sorry for that guy, for Adewale, you understand? Because it's like you put all your energy and all your effort, because that guy is not a bully guy, he's a very gentleman, he will not fight with them. So the best bet for him is that he stay in that party quietly, do what they ask him to do, or leave the party and go somewhere else that befits him. That's my best advice for him. Otherwise, God will not allow us to labor in vain. Because those guys, they will put him out of that place. So we will go there, he will destroy that party the same way he destroyed Labour. Because everywhere he goes, he destroys the party. That's it. Obi has no leadership capacity at all. Anything he starts to destroy. So
a former governor.
What has he done in Anambra? Which former governor? What has he done in Anambra? His record is there for everybody to see. You just keep quiet. You guys just try to paint him. If you are trying to paint black to white.
I cannot tell you what Obi did. Obi did a lot of job, and if Obi did not do a good job, I don't think a lot of people will be for him. So this play line, this your storyline. It has been debunked long time ago.
No, you cannot change your opinion. You cannot change your opinion about Obi.
I'm not changing your opinion. No. I'm not trying to change your opinion. No. You can think whatever you want to think. I'm not changing it. I'm just telling you it's just a mundane opinion that that has been debunked over the years. We've gone past this level you are right now. I'm just trying to make it to tell you to update. Obi, we've gone past what Obi did. And if Obi, we've had other politicians like Rocha Sokorocha and all that did their thing in their own state, and we're telling you that they cannot work. We are not supporting him. So there's a reason why people are supporting Obi, and you cannot make us think otherwise. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Sorry, Kenny. I think Femi is ready for us now. Femi.
Okay. Yes, can I go? Thank you, Mwamba. Yes, this is what I want to say is that I have said it before. Tinubu is one of the, he creates this problem for himself from the beginning. You cannot promise someone that you will help someone, that you have some plan for someone, and that minute you just back out of it. If El-Rufai will be a problem for you, it's better you keep him closer to you than for him to be a dog that is just barking around the country. How will you now? El-Rufai is out of the fold. I believe many people will follow him. It's better to have someone than to lose someone. You cannot be calling yourself I'm a political tactician. I see people defend Tinubu will still win election. He will win the election because they will win the election. If it is a free and fair election, he will lose the election. We should be saying the truth. There's nothing to gain out of it. This man created this crisis for himself. We have to when Buhari, the way we see Buhari, this man hold the power with iron fist, iron hand. Buhari make those leaders in different states to appoint minister for him. But Tinubu appoint everything for himself. He seems like he's the only one that win the election by himself. And he's not. We can criticize Buhari from now to tomorrow.
Sorry, Femi.
How do you know?
El-Rufai is a disposable asset. El-Rufai is a very much a disposable asset. You make it sound like the everyone's gonna fall because of El-Rufai. He has nothing to offer. Trust me. Yes, maybe Tinubu could have.
Nobody that will left the party that everyone will fall. Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody is saying that everyone will fall. Nobody is saying that. But having him by the side of the president would have been a plus. You cannot.
I disagree.
You can't disagree with that.
Let me tell you, what the guy did is a political suicide for him. I can tell you that. It's a political suicide.
5 governors that left PDP in 2014, 2015. They said a lot. These people, is it Aliyu? I still remember those 5 governors. So I think it's 5 governors that left 2014 to 2015 election. Some governors, this is what Tinubu can just be praying for. If the group or if the bunch of Atiku, Peter Obi, they work together. But for Tinubu being the president, that is what helps him, like being an Ikupen president. If this has been like last election, Tinubu will not have smelled anything called presidency. Will not have any shot at it at all. But being an Ikupen, it can be a plus, and it could be a plus. It's just the ringy factor. It's not about. There is not
last time
in my village in Ondo State. People that will vote against Tinubu, there are many.
Femi, last time he was not incumbent and he still won.
They are fragmented. There are many, but they are fragmented. Okay, that's the thing.
He won the election with less than 2 million votes. I beat 2 million votes.
It doesn't matter. Winning is winning. Even if it's 1 million votes, winning is winning. Is there enough of
winning is winning? I agree.
We are not, let me, Mr. Man, we are not benefiting anything from Tinubu.
That is you now. Speak for yourself. That's you. You might not benefit. Those are benefiting massively.
Right, gentlemen, let's bring BT in. I don't think we've yet heard fully from BT, both on this move by El-Rufai and the response from Prince Adebayo. But BT, what we're hearing is there's going to be a flood. I did actually play the Hillary Clinton. Let me actually play it again. The Hillary Clinton clip from 2014, the deplorables. So I think the deplorables are going to have a convergence within the APC, within the SDP. So Prince El-Rufai now moves to the SDP. Prince Adebayo responds, but what we're hearing is fire me on the way, and the whole floodgate about to open. So what are you making of the whole thing?
Those are B class candidates moving around.
Yeah. Exactly.
Shola is a B class candidate.
I would not trust. Okay, one man. I'm going to thank you for allowing me to speak, but somebody raised the point earlier, and I was asking why Adewole couldn't start at the local government council level or run for governor. He has said on numerous occasions that are constraints that even if you're well intentioned and at that level, they can control and they can how do I put it? Like, if he decides to run for local government council office, it will not be as effective because the system is set up in a way where.
Sorry, before you go, sorry. One man, Fayemi has debunked it. Is on his Twitter handle. He said he's still in APC, that it was a rumor. Then the other one that this guy was talking about earlier, Joel, that El-Rufai tweeted that it's not El-Rufai, it's Abbas El-Rufai I think it's his son, not Nasir El-Rufai. So people, so okay. So people are just coming here talking
No,
lies.
I said it was
bringing
his
fake
son. I
news.
didn't say it was El-Rufai.
So Fayemi has not. But Fayemi said he's still in APC. That is one of the founding member of APC. I still remain a member of APC. So Fayemi is not in
Yeah, but you
SDP.
can take that with a grain
Maybe
of salt.
tomorrow.
Now, El-Rufai told us the same thing not quite a week, a day ago, and now he's so I don't think that means anything. Him coming out.
One man. Even if Ayemi moved today, he has no political this in the Ekiti state. So those are lightweights. They can move as if they like.
Fayemi, it was Tinubu that
That's what I
helped
was
him to
saying.
win that election that time now.
These are B and C celebrities. They have nothing to offer.
And even
Exactly.
as light as small as the Fayoshe that time, he came back second time and booted him away.
Yeah, even when the game started here, some of these guys will still go back to APC. I can guarantee you that. They will still go
All
back.
right, back to you, BT. BT, let me bring you back with this clip.
Donald Trump wasn't the only one making questionable statements tonight. Listen to Secretary Clinton at a fundraiser here in New York.
Be grossly generalistic. You could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
So is that what we're saying, BT? A basket of the deplorables, BT?
I mean, well, I won't go that far, but I'm not in a good mood. I'm not happy. Okay, because like you said, you want to give it time for Adewole to respond. You want to see how he reacts to this news. I don't think it should take that long for him to react or leave the party. If the party has decided to go in this direction, then if he's a man that believes in what he believes and claims he believes in that, there's no reason he should stay in that party, in my own opinion. And because Joel said earlier, I was asking why he couldn't run for local government council or senate or whatever. He has said there are constraints to running for those offices. Even if you want to do well for your people, they will not let you work. They won't let you. You can't be effective. That's the reason he wanted to run for president. And that's the reason you want to run for president. How in God's name will you be hanging out? Imagine seeing people be El-Rufai and Adewole in the same room discussing politics. I mean, how would you feel as a Adewole supporter?
You know, BT, that's why they said the Nigerian political terrain is not ideologically driven. There's a huge chasm between somebody, unnecessarily, there's a huge chasm between somebody like El-Rufai, ideologically, I mean, there's a huge ideological chasm between somebody like El-Rufai and Prince Adewole, and that language that he was using in that interview just there, it just betrays a lack of maybe testicular fortitude to say. You have to stand your ground sometimes. But
yeah, you just like Prince was saying, like go the Trump route, go rogue, just let them know you're here, let them know you're a formidable candidate. Like you just walk over now, like just say something, stand for something. We know you believe in something. You've come on this to tell like you believe in it, then stand on it. I believe in this ideology. Anybody coming to this party must align with the belief of this party. You must say those kind of things. I want to hear that, one man. That's what I want to hear. Don't roll over now. We didn't one man barely one day already. Just one day, you're already rolling over. What is
24
this?
hours. So it's even in Kaduna. He was speaking from Kaduna, so
I mean, come on. I mean, stand for something. Have some backbone or something. Stand upright. And next,
Babati, no matter how good your intentions are, if you are not in power, especially if you're in politics, if you're not in power, you cannot show it.
That is not.
Leave this man. Leave this man be. No, he's not. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Wait. You are missing my point. I get where you're coming from. I am addressing what this man has been telling me and other people for years, that he does not believe in that route of politics. You get my point? I get what you're saying, but he is common to say that he doesn't believe in that, just to be in power, doesn't believe in that route. That's what I'm saying, Joel.
Babati, in his defense, you can stoop to conquer. Let him stoop to conquer.
Hold on, Joel. Let's bring Babatunde in, who I think is joining us for the first time. So Babatunde, we're talking about the transition from APC to SDP El-Rufai and the white flag of surrender that the Prince Adewole Adebayo is waving. So that's how we're looking at it. But perhaps you say it differently. Good to see you. Is this your first time here, Babatunde?
No, I used to join regularly before, but I've not been because of time and all that. But well, I was enjoying your conversation. I've not heard Prince Adewole's talk. I'm not privy to that information. So I will just lay low where I am now. Just listen to your conversation. I was gonna jump in earlier, but I guess that conversation has moved on. So
at what point were you intending to jump in? Who
okay,
said
when there was this discussion about Obi's 2027 prospect, like what he had in 2023, will he have the same thing next election? And there was an argument between two people. I can't even read their names here, but so I was just going to say, guys, that is individual opinion, your opinion, but can you move on, progress the conversation? But you have already moved on by the time I joined, so there was no need for that.
Well, man, can I say one more thing? Because some people want to hear my voice on this show, even though the panelists don't.
Yeah, but I've been number one. Yeah. You know, you're my favorite voice. Until
the women show up, then you just sing for them, like. But anyway,
and me, Babati too. Babati, I'm with you.
But the dark horse, I think the deciding region in this election is going to be the Middle Belt. They are going to decide the election. If what Joel and everybody is saying is true, that people are dying in SDP, then the Middle Belt gets to decide who runs the country. And that's the question: where do you think these guys will lean towards? If an El-Rufai that they don't really like in that part of the country, for obvious reasons. So
Babati, if Middle Belt is going to decide who wins the election, then it's OT law for Tinubu.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody?
Because I know for sure that P2B has a stronghold in the Middle Belt.
I know.
What you are talking about Nasarawa and Plateau? Is that what you are talking about?
Nasarawa, Plateau, Benue. Yeah, he did very good in those states.
No, let's look at the
but what about Niger? What about Kogi? What about Kwara?
I mean, he did. I mean, okay, maybe Kwara and Kwara.
It was
no, but
he did not do well at all in all those three states that I mentioned. He didn't do well at all.
No.
Even the way he did well is because of Christians.
Even in Benue, what was the difference even in the Benue? In Benue that you're talking about? It was only Nasarawa and Plateau.
No, he did good in Benue. Nasarawa. He did good.
I thought he has at least 25% in Benue, at least.
Forget about 25%. We are talking about having a good vote there. You are talking about
sorry, woman, can you bring up the link? You know, I love numbers. Can you bring up that link? That's the stairs link I just put up, so we can see the numbers. He only did well in 2 states and Abuja now. So it's like some kind of like breaking where he just dominated the whole. So let's come down a little bit. Let's look at the note. Okay, just keep coming down. Okay, come down and up. Here we go. So he won. But look at the margin that he won by. It wasn't like a landmark, like he won 2. But Tinubu, click on it. Let's see. Yeah, 40. Well, he did well, 28%. And the other one, what's the other one? This is play 2, right? He did well in play 2. And the other one, second one, Nasarawa. Come on. This is like nah. So they don't dominate. It didn't really dominate the middle belt, Joel.
No, he doesn't. No, I said he did very well. I mean, who
What
gave
do you
him
mean
a
by very?
chance?
We all understand English now. When you say somebody did very well, so why are you
I mean, if
swallowing
you
your word?
no, we're
The
talking
way you
about
said it as if
from
it was a
four.
landslide, that it was
Hold
you said
on.
law.
No, I did
What
not. No,
that's what you
I
said.
did
You
not
said
say.
law. There
I
is a
said Otilo.
guarantee.
Yeah.
That's what
See,
it
the reason
means.
why
I
I
don't
said,
know the meaning of law. There is a guarantee.
can I talk now? Can I talk? Let me talk now. I said Otilo in the sense that
Tinubu
Obi
in
did
the middle
well.
belt
Obi
during the
did
last
well.
election. Tinubu
Listen now.
won
Obi
the
did
middle belt.
well. Obi did well in middle belt more than what he did in the northeast and north western states. Now,
No,
if you have an El-Rufai and a Chiku on his side in this election, at least he's going to do fairly well
Oh
in
man,
those areas too. That's my point.
On Quora? Can you click on Quora? Let's see the margin. I just want to see the margin of. That's Joel, can you see the numbers? Do you see the difference now?
Yeah. So
BT, could you remember that yes, that the tip was about Quara?
Yeah, the
one man before you take it out, right? One man before you take Quora out, right? What is the and let me see what did Atiku make there?
Atiku and Quara waiting.
Atiku was 29%. How many did Obi make in that same Quara?
He couldn't make 25.
6%.
6%. So I mean, so it's more than it's about 35%. Listen now.
I'm a Quara person. Wait. In that time, I was even interviewing people. They don't even know who Obi is. Talk less of saying that and the same thing in Niger. Go and click Niger and see what happened in Niger.
But Simba, this is a different dispensation we are talking about right now. Obi has been canvassing in the northern area right now. Obi is more popular right now.
You are just saying
Obi.
things that will make
Hold on,
yourself
they are
happy.
buying
But
Obi now than they
there's no
used to
harm in
before.
making yourself happy now.
You can say what you want. It's politics. They are buying Obi narrative now than before. Okay, they say Obi is not so bad like they thought before. It's not what people.
So?
It's not what people. Go and look at. Don't you go to
Bashir
Twitter? Don't you see
El-Rufai,
what's going
Bashir
on in the
El-Rufai.
northern state right now? I don't know where
But
you've been.
Bashir El-Rufai is just towing the line of his dad, and that is what is the no is Bashir El-Rufai is not the voice of the Northerners. Abi, is that what you are saying?
Okay, let me tell you this. Let me tell you that Simbad. All I can say, whatever is happening, it could be the reshaping of Nigerian landscape in 2027 election.
There is no
I'm not saying the
reshaping.
coalition will win, but it depends how strong the coalition is going to be.
Man of prestige, what is happening now is not enough. Let's see, maybe some other things will happen. But if it is based on what is
I
happening
completely
now,
agree with you. It's not enough. I'm just saying it's the beginning. At least
so
we're gonna enjoy it. That's my own point.
Okay. Let me ask this question, please. Let me ask this question. The light blue is Tinubu, right?
What do you say?
The light blue on the map. The light blue is Tinubu.
Yes.
Okay, so the red and the green is Atiku and Obi.
No. Just red is Atiku. No, red is Obi. Green is
Atiku, right? So the red and green.
And the dark blue is the guy from
Kanu.
It's Kwakwaso. That is the Gawa and Kanu for you.
Okay. So if I'm going to go by this map, right? And we have Atiku and Obi on the same side. I think it's a good look for
you are missing. Hold on, please. Like I said before on this show, Tinubu won. Forget where you see the light blue. Look, if one man clicks on those green, those second place vote of Tinubu is what won him the elections. Forget the blue, the light blue that you see. The second, look at it, one man click on any of the green, maybe Kaduna or Bauchi. Let's look at
or even Sokoto, all those start northwestern states.
Do you see
click any of them?
Do you see the number?
What the difference?
1%.
1%. That's the thing. Yeah, good. That's what I'm talking about.
No, wait now. I'm saying, but
he's talking about the margin. He's talking about the margin.
Between Atiku
so
if
they are
it is
not blue,
1%,
but they are blue behind. That's what he's telling you.
One man. Can we see what Obi got that in? Just come down in that number, but come down a little bit. The same one, come down. Do you see 1%?
Yeah.
So even if you add Obi and Atiku, the margin between that is not that far off. So Tinubu won because of the second place vote that was very good. That's how he won. Not because he won where he had many.
BT, one factor that he has forgotten is that Atiku being hold on. Atiku being a presidential candidate is even from being just what position? So just my vote, my distance is totally different. As a presidential candidate, even from just a followers of one party.
Stop
That's what you should understand.
Stop. We are talking about numbers.
I'm not shifting. Let me tell you what we command as a president. Wait. The resources and the way people will look at you as a candidate in the north is different from the way they will look at you being just a member of a party. So that is the fact. He will not. If he's not contesting as a presidential candidate, he will not command as much vote as we command. I mean, like as a presidential candidate. I hope you get my point. If he's just an ordinary floor member of a party, he's even from being the presidential candidate. The way they will see him is Obi that they will be seen. Is El-Rufai they will be seen, not Atiku.
So the point here is that Obi's second place votes were horrible. That's the reason why he lost.
That's what I'm saying. But going by this map right now, going by this map we are looking at, it clearly shows that the green was clearly won by Atiku.
Not clearly.
Okay.
That's what they are telling you. Not clearly.
Who won?
So
who won
let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Let me land. The green party.
Sorry, Joe. Okay. You will land. We're looking at Sokoto State now. So pick any green state and we click on it. What they're explaining to you, if you look at Sokoto State, Atiku won Sokoto State 49.19% of the votes he got. Tinubu came second, 48.64%. So even less than a 1% margin, Obi got 1%. So in where Tinubu lost, you will see the colors that green won this, red won that. But if you look into the details, the margins are so minuscule that makes no difference. But where Obi lost, it was a chasm. There was an ocean between the victory and the loss. And politics is all about
one man.
So one man. What I want to tell you now is this:
advantage. That 1% that you are talking about now, margin that he won, he will lose it by not being the presidential candidate. That's what you are telling you.
Oh, okay, good. But I'm just saying, let us look at this map right now. This map, right? Whether the margin was big or small, the places Article 1, the state Article 1, and the state Obi 1 is about 22 states. That's the point I'm trying to say, right? Now, what is the possibility that those people that voted before are going to vote for him again?
Sorry, Joe. The last one was Sokoto State. This one now is Katsina State. Atiku got 46.19%. Tinubu got 45.56%, still less than 1% margin. Obi got 0.6, even it didn't even get 1%.
Yes.
So name one state, name any state, and we look at
can I say something?
But what I'm saying is this, right? If you look at the state and Article 1, because now we are going to go by the state Tinubu 1 versus the state Article and Obi 1. That's the point.
No, if that's you count the state, though. We have to look at the numbers, is what people are saying.
Listen, at the end of the day, is who won the state. That's the point. At the end of the day, it's who won the state. If you do not win, hold on, man up, let me land. If you do not win, then we'll now start looking at where did you make your 25%. If you win 24 states, it does not matter if the other person made.
The question I want to ask you, listen to my question, just wait. Atiku as a presidential candidate, compare his weight as a presidential candidate with Atiku as just a floor member of a party.
Look,
is it the same?
I can see it's not the same. I can still make that same case with Tinubu that he is.
No,
He has
it
been in
just no.
he
Wait.
has been in
Okay, let
government,
me give for example the one that we are
and
all
his
saying this
performance has
because
not
of
been.
APC. Wait, Joel. If APC did not give Buhari that candidacy that time 2015, do you think that the 12 million vote that Buhari has been carried about will come directly to APC in that 2015?
Look,
no, answer my question now.
No, right?
No,
But this is
so you
but this is
cannot
my
now
thing.
look at all this and say automatically because Atiku will defect to SDP, automatically all the voters, all the votes that he garnered in last election will automatically come back to him as a
We can
member
still
of
say
SDP.
we can still also say that most people that I won't say most, some people that voted for Tinubu in the last election may not
But
vote for
Tinubu
him
is still on the
again
ticket.
because
Atiku is not on the
listen
ticket. That's
now,
what we are telling
listen,
you.
listen now,
Atiku is
listen.
no longer Atiku will no longer be on the ticket.
Yes, I know,
Tinubu is
but
still so the Tinubu factor is still there. Atiku factor has been erased.
Listen now, with Tinubu even being on the ticket, right? Tinubu is running against his own performance in office. So do not tell me that he's not going to lose vote as well. He's going to lose vote as well. What I'm telling you is this:
You know
that if
that
I'm
the
going to
power,
go
don't forget the power of incumbency
face value,
is also there. The power of incumbency is also there. So don't forget that one.
well, the power of incumbency is there.
Hold on, Joel.
Sorry, gentlemen. One voice. Prestige, then BT. Prestige.
In my own opinion, I think we are flogging this in too much, okay? Because I'm not just going to take what happened in the 23 political dispensation, as a prediction of what's going to happen in 2027. Because what's really happening right now, there may be a realignment, political, realignment that may reshape whatever we may predict. I guess we are just here, just talking. I mean, it's all fun, but definitely, in my own opinion, that's not going to determine what's going to happen because of what actually happened in the past. It's not a prediction. I know sometimes we go by history, but that is not a definite what actually going to happen. I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it right now. The way we are arguing, I see what somebody's saying. Everybody has a point, but it's not an absolute. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Okay, let me just say this. Obi, as the head of the ticket, was horrible in the corner. It was god awful. So get about maybe 10K votes at one man, right? It was, the numbers were just bad. So if he comes back again as the head of the ticket, he's not going to win Southwest. He might do well. He's going to win the Southeast, Northeast or Northwest. If he's the head of the ticket, by the way, I don't think he does that much. So his only hope is to do very, very well, exceedingly great in the North Central. That is where he has to find a way in that space to win. And I just don't think if he picks El-Rufai, he's going to get that many votes in the Central.
So, Babati, let me ask something. Don't you think that the North, where Obi didn't perform well, they are perceiving him differently right now? They are more welcoming because of the penetration he has done in that part.
Can you give me?
They are looking at him differently right now. Maybe I'm just
wait now. Wait. Let's be more specific. Can you name me a state in the core North? That way we can look at the numbers before. Then you can tell me how it will improve the number. Just give me a name in the core North, one state that where it was horrible. And some way, somehow, if he comes back now, the number will go up. Just name me one, please.
We know he was horrible like a place like he was horrible like a place like Castina, Sokoto.
Let me just add this. When we're talking about the core North, we're talking about Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, Katsina, Kano, Jigawa, Yobe, Borno. So those are the core North states. So
then let's just one man click on Borno. One man click on Borno, please. Let's see what happened in Borno.
He probably didn't do well in Borno. I don't know.
But let's see the margin now. Let's see how bad it was. One man, come down. Let's see. 1.5%.
Yeah, I mean,
So how is okay?
that's not surprising.
It's okay. It's okay.
Remember,
It's
remember, is the head of the ticket though. So how is it going to improve from 1.5 to about 40?
But that was then. Like
that
I
was
said,
saying, come on now.
there's a new political
saying,
realignment.
I know.
Obi is not what
Obi
he
has
was.
no, oh, my brother, Obi has not make any gain. Let me tell you the fact.
So you don't think Obi has made an inroad
He
in the north?
He has.
No, he hasn't. You can see by yourself. He hasn't made any inroad at all. You understand? You guys are just because you love Obi, and I don't blame you. You don't want to see the reality. Because I know
what's
your
wrong
evidence.
with that? What's wrong with
That's
somebody
nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, open your heart to see the road.
Hold on, please.
It's all politics. It's party affiliation, who you like. I don't see anything wrong.
President, let me engage you now. I really, we pick you.
Baba T, I'll leave it to engage him.
Hold on, Kenny, please. Hold on, please. Prestige.
Yeah.
One man just click on Bono and it's 1.5. And that means it needs about a 40-point swing from 1.5 to about 40%.
Right.
What has he done in the last 2-3 years? Or what can he do in the next two years that can swing that vote so far from 1.5 to 40%? That's the question.
BT, the only Obi they know in Borno State is the chemist down the road. The chemist that's the only Obi they know.
One man, forget about that. All I'm gonna say, Obi has made inroad. In reference to the question Babati asked, it's not necessarily about Obi. If we have the Northern Coalition, like they're predicting to be, they're the one that's gonna sell Obi. When they sell Obi, and they're gonna say Obi is not what we thought, he was. And hold on, let me land. And the so-called non-Igbo coup is penetrating in the north. They are buying it right now. They say, okay, we're gonna forgive the Igbo. They actually didn't perpetrate this coup. We were deceived. So those kind of things. I'm just giving you an example. I mean, that may play in Obi favor.
So
I mean, because he won 1% before, that means that he can't come back and win 50%.
But you get my question. You get my question, though.
I get where you're coming from.
That, but I'm looking at it from a different angle. That anything is possible in Nigerian politics.
And that's the reason
it depends
why
on the kind of collusion. I mean, collusion that he formed in the north. That may go well for him.
So
it's not because of what he did. Go ahead.
Remember, in the last election, the reason why we were really for dragging on Baba Ahmed was that he did not have that clout.
No, he didn't. Not even.
And clearly, he showed he does not. Now, in this particular one, that is the reason why we are calling on the coalition. If we are able to get a coalition, if we have an article supporting this ticket, he is not running. If it's not running, he's supporting this ticket. Obi El-Rufai, just for an example, right? And we know that in the last election, Buhari did not want Tinubu to be in power. So if El-Rufai can get the support of Buhari, right? I'm just speaking hypothetically, not like say that's what's going to happen, but I'm just being like, let's see, right? If that happens, Babati, I think that Obi is going to do far better.
But how can you be thinking that El-Rufai will go to Buhari and say,
Buhari is not in power anymore.
I don't even
Buhari is not in power.
He said what now? Buhari is not.
That's okay. El-Rufai will go to Buhari, then Buhari will now
he's still loved by the people of the north.
But people have forgotten about what's going on right now. The North may not be having the same, may not be seeing Tinubu the same way.
See, even Buhari you mentioned.
It's Obi
that. Please, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah,
1 minute. Even the Buhari you mentioned.
Obi didn't have any cash before because he went and has a vice president from somebody from Mauritania.
He couldn't win. I said Buhari that you mentioned that he has a crowd. He couldn't win the election by himself. He has to align with Tinubu before he can win.
See,
Maurice,
Buhari does not need Buhari does not need to come to the south. Buhari does not need to win in the south right now. All he needs to do is to consolidate on his base.
Let me ask you.
You ask me a question
because
now.
if you think that Atiku has this power that you are thinking, because he is actually using the PDP backbone, PDP structure to get all these votes that he has been gotten. Let's ask if Walmart can retrieve the result of 2011 election. How much did he get in 2011? I think he contested. I didn't know which party did he even contested on that time.
Simba, this guy is contesting for only God knows how many times. He hasn't won the election by himself, even Atiku. So this article will rely on that.
I think he contested under a different party in 2011.
Yes, man.
So let us see how relevant it can be without being in PDP. That we still use the structure of maybe an unknown party to gather this kind of vote that has been gathering in PDP. Let us see.
But Simba,
you are forgetting that the PDP factor, PDP factor is also part of what contributed to this vote that you are looking at now. Then, if you remove that factor also, and you also remove the factor that is not even on the ballot, and let's see how much people will follow him.
The thing there is that PDP, and that's why I'm saying that PDP will be part of the coalition. I mean, either as a whole or in part.
Let me ask this question.
And if they are, and you have this, can I just talk more? Let me just talk more before you ask me.
No, I just want to ask you a question. Are you saying PDP will not be on ballot at all? Is that what I said? I just asked that question. PDP, they're not going to contest at all.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's going to be a coalition between, hold on, they've been calling for coalition, right? What does coalition mean? It means that everybody comes together. Now, if PDP LP, that's the reason why I don't want to go by the obedient, or let's leave PDP LP, which other party? I don't even care about ABGA at this point in time, right? People will still vote Obi in the Southeast. It doesn't really matter what party it is. So if these people come together, there's a huge coalition. And right now, the way Obi was done, you remember whatever Obi got in the last election was of 8 months. In the next election, Peter Obi have made more inroads on his own. It might not be as significant to win, but at least people know him now. Those are two different things. And when you look at the presidency or you look at the governance under Tinubu, it has not been, what we yearn for. Right? And we have seen it, his high-handedness on the north. Not that I'm saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong, but he has lost some goodwill from the north as well. So
okay, let me challenge you based on what you just said now. I want to ask you a question based on what you just said that Tinubu has not done well. See, 2027, what is Obi going to campaign about? I just want to ask Doctor, what are they going to campaign about against Tinubu?
It's very easy.
Hold on, please. Hold on, wait. We know where we are coming from. We know we are borrowing. We know we are doing subsidy. We know we are doing a lot of things that is against that Nigerian country. And Tinubu has done a U-turn. It's not paying subsidy. It's not doing a lot of things. You understand? So are they going to campaign that they're going to bring the subsidy back, or they're going to start paying, or they're going to have double dollar exchange? So tell me what they're going to call. I mean, campaign about.
Yes.
They're going to have their own money. They're going to have their own manifesto that's going to be different from what we have right now.
In 2 years, Nigeria lost about 7-point-something million businesses. So if the stress on the naira is not seen as it was before, it is not because the economic policies are working. It's just because there is a less demand on the dollar.
Joel, he asked you a question. What are they going to campaign on?
That's what I'm telling you today.
That's what I'm telling you.
Man of Prestige, can I talk?
Let me talk. A lot of them. From naira depreciation, from the I can't even start counting.
No, hold on. What Kenny is asking you is, Oh, you are saying the APC has failed, Tinubu has failed, his policy has failed. So if you are saying the policy has failed, then you have to tell us what you would do differently.
That
So
is
you
what I'm
can't
telling
campaign,
you, one man.
you can't campaign just saying the policy has failed. You know, you
One
can't say
man.
it has failed, and that's the basis of a campaign.
But that's a
Okay.
winning campaign.
Hold
Is
on,
it
Oh
not
God.
how
hold on.
Trump?
What
Is it
would
not why
you do
Trump came into
differently?
power in America? Is it not because of the Biden fair policy? What does Trump has to offer in America, and he won? Look at.
So you are saying they are bereft of ideas. They don't have a plan.
No,
Is what
they're
you're
going to have
saying.
an idea, but that's a very potent,
And then what would
Tell
it be?
me the idea. Tell me what they're going to say. Are they going to
Can I say something?
hold on, please. Let me emphasize on that. Are they going to say, oh, okay, we're going to go back to double digit of no exchange? Okay, we're going to put the subsidy back, start paying for subsidy for those people in the country. So just tell me specifically what they're going to complain
Okay.
about against Tinubu.
Okay, let me talk now. Can I talk now, please?
Because
All
Tinubu
right.
has failed is not a campaign. No, Tinubu has failed is not a campaign. What I would do better is a campaign.
Okay, so this is the thing, one man, right? There are many areas that can be campaign that Peter B can use as a campaign point. One of them, even with is the subsidy issue. Yes, subsidy was taken out, but it was not properly managed. We can as well fine-tune our deals with Dangote and the local refineries, especially knowing full well that Tinubu has interest in those foreign refineries that import gas into Nigeria. And I say that because we have seen so many things going on between Dangote, NNPC, and the petroleum minister, which is Tinubu. I believe that those areas can be
Tinubu have interest.
fine-tuned,
That's what we're going to
and
campaign
those
about.
price. Oh, definitely, he has interest in that field, and that field is not properly managed.
Who doesn't have
We
interest?
have
Who doesn't have interest
inflation.
in what's going on in Nigeria?
Hold on. We have high inflation rate in Nigeria, and that has to come down, and it must come down via better policies. Now we have the CNG. We have the CNG. Hold on, now let me talk now.
No,
We
but
have.
you are still going to Tinubu has failed now. People are asking you, or if you know.
So if I have told you where Tinubu failed,
we know
those are
that
the areas we are going to improve on. That's the point. Where if I tell you where Tinubu has failed, those are the areas we are going to improve on, and we will fine tune it. So there are many areas. There are a plethora of issues.
Hold on, just to so I'm going to start to round it off. So I'm going to do 3 minutes with everyone. We land on BT and then we shut it down. So what you're saying essentially is that you are going to campaign, you are going to continue with Tinubu's policies, but do it better. That's your campaign.
Not. It's not Tinubu policy. We had those policies as well, but the way it was planned out was wrong by Tinubu, and that is what we are saying. Fuel subsidy has to go, but it has to be properly managed, and that is what Obi is going to bring. The issue of exchange rates, yes, it can still come down, but it's not going to just come down by wishful thinking. It has to be something grounded in a well-planned economy where we can have our FDIs and all that coming into Nigeria, and from there we can see what we can do. Thirdly, we are looking at power. Tinubu have not done anything significant in the power sector, right? And so again, that ties to inflation as well. We are talking about agriculture, right? We've not seen something really tangible done in agriculture. There are many things, plethora of issues that we can go, even in human capital development, that Tinubu has not. I mean, he promised prior to him coming in that, and today we are not seeing anything. So
My
the
brother,
point is this: there's always. Let me finish now. I just have 3 minutes.
Okay.
Let me
No, please let
you
me
get your 2
finish,
minutes.
and then we come to you, and then we bring it around. So because we usually just do 2 hours in these afternoons, but carry on, Joel.
So what will happen is this, and I am always I believe in whatever I'm in my opinion. I believe that the talking points are going to present itself, and Tinubu on his own will have to present whatever he got based on his achievement in office. So when we are looking at Tinubu's achievement in office vis-a-vis or versus what is going on in or what Obi and the other group are presenting, we'll be able to put it on a scale and know which one favors us the most. And I believe that with Peter B has been consistent with how he wants Nigeria to go. It's a whole lot of issues. Are we even talking about the issues of rule of law? So it's many things. Look at our courts. Look at our legislature. They've not done so good. So there are many things P2B can campaign on when it comes to 2027. Thank you, guys.
All right, brilliant. Thank you. So 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes monologue from you, Kenny, Simba, Femi, Prestige, Prince Daddy, then BT. So Kenny, you're up next.
Thanks very much, Roman. You know, I don't think you ever seen me in this mood before. I've never been happier ever than today because what El-Rufai did or his move actually is a good news to APC and actually is a good news to Asiwaju Parliament Tinubu for 2027. Because if you look right from the beginning, these guys have never been in support of Tinubu from day one. For 8 years of Buhari, he was against Tinubu, and everybody knows, Asiwaju himself knows. You understand? So for Asiwaju to lure him back to himself during the election, even during that election as well, it was towards the end when he knew that okay, this man is going to be the next candidate, so he has no choice than to do a U-turn and support him at that time. Even when he was campaigning that they should take it to South, he was not saying it because of Tinubu. He actually said take it to the South. So Tinubu has won, and I can guarantee you, coming 2027, nobody can defeat him. That's it. For Adewale, if I have his phone number, I will tell him to actually leave that party because they will do. He will not have voice. He will not have anything to say among those people, and he has his own policy. It's time for something. So he should come out and stand for what is the campaign all this while, that this is me, this is what I believe. So for him to align himself with those people, actually is going to dent his own image. So this is the time is now for him to leave the party and go somewhere else that befits him. Whether it's a small party or anything else, his name and his image is very important to him. Because right now, it's not the time. He should think about the future. He can even if it's the head of the SDP, he cannot still win in 2027. So right now, he can save his own image and leave that party for them. That's my submission. When it comes to the night, we'll talk more. Thank you, Roman.
All right, brilliant. Femi, you're up next. Femi. All right, we don't appear to have Femi at the moment, so we're going to Simba. Simba, you're up next.
Okay, let me give me a minute.
Okay, go ahead, please, Daddy.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Simba. I'm just going to say, there's no doubt Peter B has brought about vigor and energy into the political space since the campaign last time, and people always get excited when there's any move in the political space. So by the end of the day, I think the SDP move for El-Rufai will be an embarrassment for him because it's going to expose him as a lightweight. It has nothing to offer, really. Maybe Obi goes over and join him. Okay, maybe something may come out of it, not because they're going to win, but for sure, El-Rufai will be exposed as a really non-factor in the political space. Thanks.
All right, brilliant. Simba.
Okay, thank you, Wama. What I wanted to say is that for whatever permutation or combination that we are doing now, it's too early. But if you want to base it on what we have seen so far, I think this coalition or whatever they are forming is too lightweight for it to have any significant effect on the outcome of 2027 election. Maybe we have to wait for more power dynamics to change, more people to defect, and so that before election, then the course will be clear for us to say, okay, well, this is where we are going. But for now, there is no challenge, there is no contention. Nobody can challenge Tinubu as it is now. I can say I'm a little bit disappointed in the response that I'm getting from Prince Adewole for whatever he's saying about El-Rufai, because for what his principle and his ideology that he has been preaching to us, he is not aligning with the kind of thing that he's actually saying. So it shows you that human being can change. It shows you that no human being can actually be 100% reliable. If I want to base it on what the video that you have played to us this afternoon. So to me, if he still remain in that party, they will make him irrelevant in that party. If he want to continue his political sojourn, because if he wanted to do that, he is supposed to have joined PDP or APC and been the governor or whatever from his state by now. So if he now realize that he need to join all these people that he has tagged as being corrupt, has been unworthy of the position that they are contesting for, now he's now praising somebody like El-Rufai. To me, I think I'm a little bit disappointed. So I think that's what I want to say for now. Thank you.
All right, Bernard. Thank you, Simba. So, Simba, we don't appear to have Femi still. So we go on to Prestige. Prestige, you're up next. Prestige.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's just the whole thing happening right now is just a developing dynamic. So nobody actually know what's going to happen, in 2027. But I like it, because initially, we thought it was going to be an easy road for the present party. It may still be an easy road for them, but with the present dynamic reshaping, the political realignment, I fancy it to be very, very good. Because what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, the new coalition, we are having right now has a lot of big weight, in terms of financing, structure, and everything. Is there? It's not like going to be with Labour Party. There's not much structure right now. There's going to be about 15 governors that may likely be in this coalition as of right now. And the new coalition has made a very significant inroad in the southeast, the south, and probably about 70 to 60% of the stakeholders in the north, are showing interest in this new coalition. That's what people don't realize. So it's going to be a game changer. But whatever happens, it's an interesting time for we party watchers to enjoy what's going to happen. But right now, I can't really predict. It's too early. Okay. The present government still have all the whole power right now, the way it seems. But you asked about what they're going to campaign. Probably the number one thing they're going to campaign is the failure of the present government. That would be at least about 60% of the campaign. They have to tweet every wrong thing that the present government has done to a better form, maybe from definitely, they can reignite what would be, manifesto had been, from production to consumption. That's a big thing to go by. That's my opinion on that. Thank you. Hello.
All right, brilliant. Thank you, Prestige. Prince Daddy, you're up next, and then the final word to BT. Prince Daddy.
Oh, I already made my submission. That was my submission right there. One man.
All right, brilliant. So the
thanks.
final word then to Boston Tea Party BT.
One man, I am so happy for your channel. The one man went to more channel is back. And this is what gets the juice flowing, right? One man, this is the kind of topics that we want to see, and I think we're gonna hear more of it. And please promise this platform, one man. Let me put your feet up. If I don't say that, you might forget. Promise this platform that you're going to reach out to Adewole and you're going to try your best to bring him on the show before I even say anything else.
I will do, but he's going to be a bit coy now. But you know these people, when they're in play, they're a bit more difficult. But I'll text him today actually, and then we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So on one part, I've expressed my disappointment. I'm disappointed, like Simba and most of his supporters on this platform, or the party's chosen. I hope he has everything and comes to a more logical conclusion, because this one is just, to me, it's ridiculous. Let's not forget the obedience space as well. Because I believe strongly that there are obedient that genuinely want to see a better Nigeria, that don't like Atiku, don't like El-Rufai, don't like these corrupt individuals, and they believe in Obi. And it might lose some of this obedience. Let's pay attention now. This anti-establishment obedience that not necessarily don't like Obi, but just want a better country. So let's not forget that space. Let's not forget that space. So, well, man, it's been a pleasure. I think I'm starting to like this morning drive more. You should do more of this, like I've always said. Do more of this morning drive, and I think we've enjoyed the conversation. And thank you.
This time is even the best time for us.
This is like the VI of one man.
One man, you need to do more of this. So you need to do more of this.
Simbad, where are you? What time is it where you are, Simbad?
It's 6 o'clock here now.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice to see you, man.
One man, this is the VI of the one man. In the evenings, like the Oshodi of one man, it goes crazy.
If you do more of this.
Yeah, so do more of this, maybe 2 or 3 hours if you have time. But
next time we need to talk about sports now. You and I are sports fanatic, okay? We don't have time right now.
Yeah, one man and his Newcastle. You see, that's why we can't talk. One man has this thing for Newcastle. That's if we're like an Arsenal fan now, maybe we'll have like a sports segment on the show. But he's a Newcastle fan, so.
BT, but one of my friends is a fan of Wimbledon. Can you imagine?
What division are they? Is it Division 2?
Are they not in 3 or whatever? I think that's where Keleki, who has failed, who don't know how to play anymore. That's where he is.
Yeah. So one man to wrap it up. I brought up the map for a reason. I don't see how El-Rufai helps LB with his core nut problem.
BT, people are even looking at Ribadu and say, okay, compare Ribadu and El-Rufai. That 2011 election, even with all the rigging, he got over 2 million votes. Ribadu got over 2 million votes. El-Rufai standing alone in an unknown party. Do you think that even in Nigeria of today, El-Rufai can pull 2 million votes?
So that one man, let's not discuss that Yes Daddy tape will come back, and I will not be surprised. One man, I will not be surprised if the Tinubu camp has more audio recordings of Peter Obi, more damning. I will not be surprised if they have more recordings of Peter Obi, and they just release it when the time is right. So he has that problem in the core nuts, and him going to must to sit down and eat with people, building all these funny looking boreholes will not solve that problem in the next 2 years. So I don't know what the game plan is. I look forward to that and having that conversation with you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Woman, for hosting. Thank you, Prestige and everyone. God bless you. We'll see you later, man. Thank you, Woman.
All right. Thank you, everyone. See you later. So everyone, make sure you're present for the Osho session. So as BT said that the Prince Daddy, the Yes Daddy clip will be in play for this election. Let's just remind ourselves of that as we close it down. Thank you, everyone. See you later.
Thank you.
Good morning, Daddy.
Praise the Lord. How are you, sir?
Fine, Daddy. Good morning, Daddy.
Amen. In Jesus' name, we are going to get a bright result.
Thank you, Daddy. When I hear this your call and prayers, Daddy is very dear to me. And like I keep saying, if this works, you people will never regret this support.
Amen. Amen.
You know.
We look forward to God's intervention.
Thank you, Daddy.
We look forward to God's intervention.
Thank you, Daddy.
We look forward to God's intervention.
Amen, Daddy. Daddy, I need you to speak to the people in the Southwest, your people in the Southwest, and Kwara.
Okay. I've been in touch with Kwara people.
The Christians in the Southwest and Kwara. This is a religious war.
I believe that. You know, I did the release, Nigeria Going Forward.
Yes.
And I'm coming out with the second one today.
Thank you, Daddy.
I wanted it out before when they won't have any time to do damage control.
Thank you, Daddy.
So, but in the name of Jesus, this project shall succeed.
Amen.
You know what I said into this one? A sickly nation like Nigeria will require a strong and healthy personality.
Thank you, sir.
And I said, anyone whose source of wealth cannot be verified should not have access to governance, particularly in a dry economy like Nigeria. So all we are doing is appealing to the wisdom and conscience of people.
Thank you, Daddy.
To know where to go.
Thank you, Daddy.
But I want to assure you in the name of Jesus that the result shall be favorable.
Thank you, Daddy.
That the result shall be favorable.
Thank you, Daddy.
That the result shall be favorable.
Thank you, Jesus.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
So relax yourself, don't be apprehensive. Are you in Lagos or Abuja?
I'm in Onitsha now.
Good. So you'll be there for the election?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, Daddy.
That's where to be.
Thank you, Daddy.
That's where to be.
Thank you, Daddy.
I said all Nigerians have equal stake in this election. Nobody has a right to claim that he's dashing something to someone.
Thank you, Daddy.
We are coming out of it.
Thank you, Daddy.
So are young family in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So how is the East generally?
East is okay. East is quiet.
Okay.
Thank
and the Middle Belt, how are we doing?
Middle Belt, we're okay. But in places like Kogi, Kwara, and Niger, is a worrisome place.
Well, we'll get through to Kwara.
Oh, fantastic. I went to Kwara and visited Olofa of Ofa, who told me that nobody has ever come here. With you, no problem. But the Christian community in Kwara and Niger, and listen, I'm also working in Kogi, same way.
Okay. Then I will target this clips to them.
Thank you.
I will make sure they get it today.
Thank you.
In Jesus' name.
I'll be looking out for the release as well.
Okay.
Ask your pastor to send it to me.
Okay. I'll do that.
Thank you.
I'll do that. God bless you.
Thank you.
Peace. So I'll still talk to you later today.
Yeah, thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you.
So there it is right there. Yes, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, everyone. See you later. See you in the 10 o'clock session.